y'all? This is your boy Yankee Fan for Life, aka the Wrestling Kid, back here with another video. I don't have any specific topic that I want to address in this video. There's one thing I want to get off my chest, but I'm just going to talk about random wrestling stuff, and I don't know how long this video is going to go. This webcam only records for 10 minutes. If I wanted to go over 10, I'm going to have to, stop it and go again, whatever. But anyway, I got one thing I want to, what I'm going to do today? I'm going to bitch, moan, complain, rant, and probably do a little bit of hating. And I say hating because y'all gonna think I'm hating on this first thing, but I'm really not. I'm really not. I can't remember how long ago it was, but it's been a while now. Maybe a year ago. I don't know. It was probably around the time of the last WrestleMania. I sat down on my Windows Movie Maker. I made a really good video of I guess it was called the Superstars of WrestleMania 3 that are no longer with us. Something like that. Wrestlers from WrestleMania 3 that were no longer with us. Something like that. And it's a really nice video. I was listening to it last night, and I had some of my home spice or whatever that I was doing up in here, and it was really nice. And originally when I made the video, I put the Aretha Franklin song "Who's Zooming Who" as the soundtrack. But when I uploaded it to YouTube, punk ass YouTube stopped me and told me, "Oh no, you can't put that song on there because it's copywritten and blah blah blah. You have to choose from one of our songs." So I found a nice song that went along with the video perfectly, and I personally think I like that better. That the version that's up on YouTube, I like that better. This is my complaint. That video only got 96 views. And that video has been at, I don't care how many views I get. I'm not one of these guys that, I need 1,000 subscribers and I need this. I would like to have some more subscribers because I think I make pretty good videos. And I think I'm being overlooked. I don't know if I have to join a group or something like that or whatever. I'm a loner and I just like to chill. But I think I make some pretty damn good videos. I got a nice background. I got a pretty nice crib, and I got different places that I can shoot the videos from. I'm knowledgeable. I'm 37 years old. All right, I've been watching wrestling for no less than 26 years. As far as when I really got into it, I've been watching wrestling since like the late 70s. But when I really got into it and got into the storylines and became a part of the WWF universe and the NWA universe and AWA and all the stuff that we had back then, I can't remember. I was really young, 10, 11 years old, something like that. Yeah. So I'm a big time. I'm an old school wrestling fan, and I believe that all the wrestling that I've seen prior to WrestleMania 3, I believe WrestleMania 3 was the pinnacle of a wrestling event, and to this day, it cannot be topped. There are some matches that I've seen recently or over the years that probably top a lot of those matches, but WrestleMania 3 was just. I don't want to talk too much about the event. I want to talk about what I'm bitching about. WrestleMania 3 to me was the greatest thing of all time. What I'm mad about is that my video only got 96 views. 96 views. And I'm talking about it's been at 96 views for like the last 6 months. 96 views. Are you telling me that all over the computer world, not just YouTube, if you type in WrestleMania 3, my video will pop up in a Google. And you're telling me that only 96 people on the computer period are worried, are concerned about WrestleMania 3, want to know about it, want to read about it, want to find the videos or whatever. 96 views. it's been stagnant for the last, and that's a really good video. You know, it's like all the kids now, you don't appreciate the good old school wrestling, because when people talk about old school wrestling, you think they're talking about Stone Cold and The Rock and Goldberg and NWO. That's not old school. To me, that's still new. I mean, okay, it's not new now because of the crap we got going on, but that's like the middle. But before that, there was 80s wrestling. There was Hulk Hogan and the Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior. And people that you just never mention. You don't mention. Does anybody know who Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff is? Does anybody know who King Kong Bundy is? When we talk about halls of fame, the only old guys you guys can mention are Bob Backlund and Bruno Sammartino, only because you've heard people my age say those guys' names. But nobody talks about Paul Orndorff and King Kong Bundy and Hercules Hernandez and workers like this, the Junkyard Dog. These guys were the cream of the crop. They were the Randy Ortons and John Cena's of that time. And nobody mentions them. And this is where the hating part comes in. I'm not hating. But Spinnernet can make a video about the top 50 cereals of all time. And I understand one reason why that video got so many views, because Spinnernet has so many subscribers. I'm one of them. That video got, I think when I finally decided to look at it, because if Spinnernet doesn't make a wrestling video, and the topic is something else, I look for Spinnernet videos when I come on YouTube. I look for Spinnernet, I look for Wrestling Jesus, you know, I look for The Core, Nutty Rock Chick, Beantown Boy, 90, Rotisserie Jamie, and a few other people. You know, I used to look for Straight Ed Savior. He stopped, and there's the XBA guy with, he pops the can. He's pretty cool. You know, so there's a few people that I look for when I come on there. Spinnernet's always at the top of that list. But you know, if he makes a video about the top 50 cereals or assholes or smelly, you know, whatever the video that's not the first video that I rush to go see. You know, I'm like, okay, he made a non-wrestling video. I'll look at it later. When I decided to look at that video, I think that thing had like 5,000 views by the time I got to it. And I could be exaggerating, but I remember something like a wild number. To me, I'm remembering it as like 5,000. And I'm sitting here like, yo, this dude made a video about the top 50 cereals of all time. That thing got instantly 5,000 views. I make a video, a beautiful video, about wrestlers from WrestleMania 3 who are no longer with us. Even had the animals that were in there, you know what I mean? And I'm like, wow. Nobody paid attention to that. It received very few comments. 96 views, that's all it got. That's absurd. That's just, and I'm not hating on Spinnernet because, you know, I like the top 50 cereals video. I think it was great. But if you go to that WrestleMania 3 video, you'll see a comment that I left last night because I was upset. I was heated. But it doesn't diss Spinnernet. You know, I pretty much stated what I said here. More clearly, as a matter of fact, because I was able to write it out. But not hating on Spinnernet. I love Spinnernet's video. He's a great guy. He can do any kind of video he wants. You don't have to make wrestling videos all the time. But what I'm just saying is, there must be a lack. You know, if I make a video about the Miz or something like that, I'll get more views than just 96. You know, over the course of time. But 96 views for a video that's titled that for the last 6 months? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys watch so much crap on YouTube. You give crap. And then you get rickrolled a lot of times too. Good for you. And you'll watch crap. And once again, I've already taken Spinnernet out of this conversation. He makes great videos. I'm not hating on him. But you guys will watch. Okay, yeah, the camera stopped. I've already been talking for 10 minutes about the same thing, and but I'm gonna keep talking about it. You guys will watch crap for you know, and give it millions of views. But a video like that it mind boggled me. But anyway, that's enough of that. Watch the damn video. Subscribe to me because I make good freaking videos. Okay, and that's that. Okay, what else do I want to talk about? Man, this video is a bad video, but I don't care. I make good videos. I'm allowed at least one bad video. Um, TNA. I happened to be watching TNA Impact the other day, and it was. I know everybody else hated. I've been hating TNA for the last few months, for the last year or so, and but when I heard that Big Papa Pump Scotty Steiner was coming back, I was like, yeah, that's my boy. He cut some great promos, and I wanted to see Big Papa Pump. So for the last few weeks, I've been like, you know, just looking for him, really. I watched the last Impact that happened Thursday. It wasn't a bad show. It was okay. It was pretty decent. It was better than this last Friday's SmackDown. This past Friday's SmackDown was bad. And I watched SmackDown for 3 reasons. I watched it for Alberto Del Rio, and I watched SmackDown for Dolph Ziggler and Vicky. Those are the 3 reasons why I watched SmackDown. And you got all that on there. I just didn't think it was a very good show. And SmackDown has been very good for the last few weeks. I wasn't too happy with Friday's show, but I'm a wrestling fan, and I'm a WWE fan. And I will watch Raw, SmackDown. I hate when they give me a boring show because I'm gonna watch it anyway. It's just, man, it really makes me mad. But TNA Impact was not really a bad show. I'm looking at the storylines. They probably could have some better storylines. That Kurt Angle, Jeff Jarrett storyline they have going on, and Angle's wife is not married to Jeff Jarrett, and that's a real life deal. It's kind of weird to me. I can't understand how people put their personal business into a storyline and run with it, like Lita and Lita and Matt Hardy and Edge did. That was crazy, but it looked great. They made that work. And this one, the acting is really not so good. Especially, I think the best acting was probably from Kurt Angle, but this is a decent storyline. It's uncomfortable to watch at times because you know this is based on real life, but it is a decent storyline that they got going. So I'm not, that's not too bad. The knockouts thing, I don't know, I'm always kind of here and there with knockouts. Sarita's new cousin Rosita came, Sarita's cousin Rosita came and made her debut on TNA Impact, and she had a great debut. The match was so-so, because the only real workers in that match are Sarita, Rosita, Tara, and Mickie James. And then you had Madison Rayne, who can't work, Velvet Sky, who cannot work, and Angelina Love. They can't work. They're beautiful people. That's all they are. They cannot work in the ring. They're not wrestlers. Those other 4 girls I mentioned are wrestlers. Those are workers. They're honing their craft. The other girls are just eye candy. The little storyline that they got going on, within the beautiful people, where they're not getting along so well or whatever, I think it's cool. I wish the acting was better, but actually it's kind of like I was looking at it Thursday, and it's kind of like the Bad Girls Club. I just started watching that because I was bored. I had nothing else to watch, and now I'm hooked on the Bad Girls Club show. And these girls are like the Bad Club girls. Like, they're all bad, and they're all bitches, and they're all catty and yeah, and so that's really what that is. It's okay. I'm gonna tell you though, I've been listening lately to a lot of wrestling interviews. A few of them done by the PWR, the Pro Wrestling Report, and they've been doing a lot of shoot interviews with guys, with a lot of TNA guys lately, and they ask each and every guy the same thing. I'm talking about big names like Kurt Angle, They even talked to Jim Cornette one day and asked him. But, you know, just TNA guys, you know, Samoa Joe, they asked all these guys in each interview, if you had to look at all the guys in TNA, what's one person that you believe is going to skyrocket and is going to become a megastar, and he's that breakout guy? They all say Robert Roode. And I was like, wow, that's not a bad choice. And then they did a video, an interview with Robert Roode, and they told him about that. And he was like, wow, that's great coming from those guys. Ric Flair, you know, and just all those big name guys, AJ Styles. So I was specifically watching for Robert Roode this past Thursday, and they were right. You know, there's some guys you just really don't pay attention to. I pay attention to them, but I pay attention to them in a tag team sense. Never really in a singles competition sense until, you know, I started listening to this. This guy, I was looking at him, he's cutting a promo, I think, either on Eric Bischoff or Jeff Jarrett. I think it was Jeff Jarrett. This guy can cut a promo. This guy can cut a promo, and he can draw heat. If you look at him, first of all, he's a big guy. I see this guy as being like the next Triple H. He's got the beard. He's got the long hair. You know, he's got those rough looks. He's got a good build. He's got a tough guy look. So he can be a heel. He's a great heel. And as a face, he brings that credibility to him as a face, kind of like a Stone Cold or a Triple H, where this guy is a worker and he's a heel, you know. So as a face, you'll respect him. He's not a joke. And this guy looks like he I'm telling you, with the right push, a lot of guys could do very well. I think Robert Roode is one of those guys that we'll be seeing soon. My video's about to end. I'm gonna throw a couple of things here and there. You know, I'm a big Miz mark. I'm a huge Miz fan and everything, but I'm really getting tired of the stupid storyline that he's in. This Jerry Lawler crap is really, they've turned my guy that I had pegged to be the champ, and they turned him into a weak champion. Hopefully he'll lose this title at WrestleMania and then get another title run later on, and that one will be more credible. By that time, he'll have been built up to be a better wrestler, because right now he's being billed as a non-wrestler, like he's still learning, and he can't beat any of the top guys. He can't beat Randy Orton. He can't beat John Cena. He can't even beat Jerry Lawler. The Miz can't even beat Jerry Lawler without cheating and outside interference. I really hope they develop the character a whole lot better as far as his wrestling skills go, because his mic skills are awesome. He's awesome, and they know this. But they got to take that title off of him and build him up so that next time he gets the title, he'll be taken more seriously. Alberto Del Rio. This guy has been built up properly. First match in, he beats the superhero Rey Mysterio. What else can you say about that? This guy is a winner. This guy predicted that he was going to win the Royal Rumble, and he did. And the winner of the Royal Rumble goes on to challenge the champion at WrestleMania. This guy has got a tremendous super push. I'm happy for him. I love his character. He's right up there with the Miz. He's right up there. You know, both those guys are just this much under Chris Jericho. Jericho is a legend. He's the bomb, but he's not there right now. Those are my top two guys. Historically, I'm not a big face mark. I really don't like faces. You have to be a pretty good face like The Rock or Stone Cold for me to mark out for you. I'm a fan of the heels. You know, but if you're a good face, you know, I can get behind you, but they really nobody knows how to book faces right. Everybody, heels are the best. This video is about to end. I already see these minutes going down, so y'all take care and peace, and subscribe and watch my videos, man. All right, peace.